So how do you promote your list on social media? The big problem is most people only use lead magnets to grow their email list, and you can't just post about your lead magnet every single day on social media. It would get old, right? And that is something that people will get tired of pretty quickly, like, oh, this again? So I'm going to show you a way around that in a minute, but let's start with promoting your lead magnet on social media, all the different ways that you can do it. I would use every single one of these that fits into your plan. Okay. The first one, put the landing page in your post. This is obviously, the most obvious way. Just ask people to join. We do know that posts with links in them like this one, do not perform as well as posts without links. So generally the way you do this now is you either put the link in the first comment or you ask people to comment for the link and then you reply to those comments because you get more reach when people comment on your post. Okay. Next, put your link in your bio on Instagram and TikTok. So you can see this screenshot here. Cut your social media workload in half. 5minutesocialmedia.com/half. Promote it in your cover photos on Facebook business pages, LinkedIn profiles, Facebook groups. This was from a free Facebook group that I used to run. So on the left was all of the kind of the information about what the group was about. And then on the right there, I had a place to click and download your free guide to get started. Talk about it in stories. Used to be somebody would have to reply to your Instagram story, and then you'd have to send them the link in the DMs. Now you can actually add a link sticker to your story. You can also send them to your bio where the link is, or you could even buy a web domain to send people to. So the free masterclass where I teach the basics of the date framework, if you go to, is this set up yet? This is really recent, and I haven't actually ever promoted it. But if you go to dateyourfollowers.com, I think it should take you to the webinar. Hopefully by the time you're watching the replay, I'll check and make sure. But you can run ads. Sometimes this is well worth it. Other times it's extremely expensive. My friend Natalie gets people to join her email list for around 25 cents each. Other businesses are paying $8 to $16. So it all comes down to how expensive your audience is to reach. I worked with a plastic surgeon once. He was happy to pay $100 to get a lead. So it's different for everybody. You can do it with a messenger bot. So years ago, I set one up on Facebook. The rules are really strict around messenger bots, which is why I finally just stopped bothering with them. But you can do this on Facebook and Instagram to where somebody can comment on a post and it'll automatically send them your link or, different things like that. And then one of my favorite email lists I've ever been on, I joined because I was DMing with someone and he just point blank asked. Now, it said, hey, want me to pop you on my email list? I talk about launches often. And I was like, sure. Now, it wasn't the first question he asked. We talked about my business and some other things, before that. Doing it this way probably sounds like a ton of work, and it can be, but you're better off getting 10 perfect people than 100 non-perfect people. And it's a cool way to kind of get started in the very beginning. Now, how do you grow your email list without a lead magnet? There's already a whole training on this in the speed date section in the Leads Lab Hub. So I encourage you to check this out. But I'll give you the short version here is essentially you are using the quality content that hopefully you're going to send in your emails anyway. And you're promoting that as though it's a lead magnet. So you say, hey, coming up on the 20th, I'm going to be sending everybody on my list this awesome thing. So watch for it on the 20th. And you could leave it at that. And then some people may say, great, how do I join your list? I want to be on your list. And they start commenting and you get more people on your list. Or alternatively, you could say, and if you're not on my list and you want this, let me know. And then same thing, you can get people on that way. But it's playing into that FOMO. There's a lot of psychology around it, which I break down in this speed date training. And you are welcome to go check that out in the Leads Lab Hub. The speed dates, if you haven't seen those yet, they're all super short. I shoot for 5 minutes. Most of them are probably 7 or 8, but super short, actionable trainings. And so you're already sending out good content, hopefully, to your email list. And so this is a way you can constantly be growing it. We used it when I worked at an agency all the time, and it was so effective.